In the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play, and I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
Hey, you know, that kind of brings the whole thing up, by the way. That was Ed Sheeran, before I get totally off track like I'm going to. And he's doing the Shape of You. Great song. Love Ed Sheeran. By the way, bought his CD, which is going to come into play at some point. And I like actually owning physical music. I'm just weird that way. Part of it's just the DJ background, right? Like, I can't have enough bits of music that are physically here. Anyway, one of the thoughts that kind of came in with, what was I going to go with it? Really? That's unfortunate. We got to start all over. Yeah, that's true. It's fucking true.
In the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play, and I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. Great song. Actually, in fact, just bought the CD. Not that I'm trying to plug them per se, but just saying, kind of ties into this particular law of compensation concept. So, you know, that's why I'm calling it that, I guess. Anyway, for once, we'll see. We'll see how well I actually know what the title is going to be before I publish it, because I change it frequently. But I want to talk about kind of the, you know, I almost played the song by the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, like, you know, because that's kind of cliche, the concept of what this really means. But it's deeper than that, and obviously just saying, oh, hey, vibrate good, man. All right, peace out, drop the microphone. No, wait, what? Hang on, dude, Dan, questions. I got, you know, like 25 hands go up in the classroom, right? Like, come on, can't be like that. That's ridiculous. And the law of compensation by title, by the way, which I know the first thing most of you thought, probably, oddly, which is, it applies to that too. But compensation is not necessarily just the concept of you getting paid back. What that fails to see, what that fails to mention, what that fails to talk about is when you get paid back, that implies that there was something done to deserve that pay. So what are things that we can do to deserve pay? Well, it's not just, being nice to people per se, but when you do good deeds in life, when things come about in your life, when you have opportunities to do, you know, as they say, help a old lady across the street. Or like the one time I got to do in the grocery store. And truly, this is why when I see opportunities like this, oh my, I pounce. I'm like, wow! I'm like flying, just like, you know, like Monster Man flying through the air, tackling little lady, crush her against a wall. You need help grabbing that high thing. And I've, you know, broken her hip. Now, I'm kidding, of course, but you know, my whole point is when I see those opportunities in life, I get stoked, because here's why. When you have an opportunity to do something amazingly nice for another human being, you're doing it back for yourself, or to even quote another master that I was growing up, kind of more Western, but what you do for another, you do for me, right? What you do for the least of others or whatever, you do for myself. I'm misquoting it, and it's unfortunate right now, but the point is getting across, right? Like, what you do for the least of my men, you do for me. It's probably 85 different ways, depending on which version you learned. Long story short, what you're putting out there, what you're doing, what you're helping another. And since technically we're all one, I think that was also one of the other laws. We are all kind of interconnected. All of us. We're not us pushed out per se in that regard, right? We're not like an imaginative, like a reflection of me per se. Even like they play out that way, but they're real. They're their own thing. We're all like together playing on this big circle. And what we do for each other is karmically, and I really think that's an old good word that actually still has a connotation some of it negative. Like, I don't mean, karma, like you're going to come back as a, a turnip or come back as a mosquito. Like, not like that. So I cut that out. But again, a lot of us are... I love it. I fucking love it.